Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of another new series. I know it's another one, but this one is a permanent new series now, and it is going to be back to the daily episodes. So we're going to be looking at between 40 and 60 episodes for this series, which I'm sure you're very happy with. And as you can see, I have gone an old team of mine, that is Cardiff. Now, if you watched way back, right, I wouldn't say at the start necessarily, but actually, yeah, I'd say at the start of the FM11 save, when I was Liverpool, I talked perilously about my Cardiff team and how I enjoyed doing it, and and how I built up this team. And it was the first time that game in particular was the first game I played all the way through. Obviously, because I was ahead of my Liverpool save at the time, and how I played it through, and essentially got Cardiff into Premier League. Now, I never really played Football Manager like that before. I mean, not since like 2004 or 5. So it was a completely new feeling to me. So I thought, you know what? I know some of these players. In fact, I know most of the players. In fact, the team now is even better than the team that I put together got them to the Premier League. So yeah, that's basically it. So if there are any Cardiff fans and all that, then here's your series. Enjoy it. So this is going to be daily episodes. It is going to be once a day. Please don't freak out if I don't have one episode a day or something. You can never miss one. But anyway, enough of that. I will talk about that another time. This is my team. Obviously, because you're an unknown manager, it's hard to find players. Now, you may have seen Rhodes in the corner. That is because the only major signing I've done is that of Huddersfield wonder kid Jordan Rhodes. Now, I'm not too sure how good he is going to be on this, but I've signed them out anyway. I bought him for £900,000. I sold Anthony Gerrard, who is Steven Gerrard's cousin, I think. I think it's cousin. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. Okay, I think that. And there's another one, lad, called Jason Banton, I think it is. It's a great name. I could do all sorts of that. He's only 18, but he's worth £1,000,000. Bought him on a free. He was shown to me by the England trialists, and I think on most saves he will be with the England trialists. So if you do see him, go ahead and buy him, and that's a good one. Apart from that, no one else has been brought in. I will show you the transfers then, and just to prove it very quickly, the history. Banton and Rhodes, Gerrard. This is my transfer budget left. I've got 1.52 million. I've got a small wage budget though. I did try and bring in the guy from South Africa who scored the opening goal in the World Cup, the Shabalabalabalabalabalala guy. I tried to bring him in, but unfortunately he did not want to come. He was very disrespectful towards me, so I decided to leave him alone. Apologise if my voice sounds a little shaky. I'm bloody freezing. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be it then. It's Cardiff, new save. We're going to be kicking off against Blackpool away. Pretty good pre-season, a very good pre-season actually. Started off a little flaky against Dunfermline, but nevertheless we didn't play that many difficult teams, did we? I mean, St Johnstone, Chasetown, Arsenal and Arsenal Reserves and Crusaders. But if you are unfamiliar with the Cardiff team, I'll go through it very quickly. David Marshall will be my number one. We've got good players such as Kevin McNaughton. Darcy Blake's a good player. Lee Naylor's decent. Don Cowie, he's a good player. Peter Whittingham, I'm sure most people know about Peter Whittingham. Inevitably, people have been after him all summer. Declined lots of bids. McPhail, who is injured at the moment. Will Digg, I remember I brought him through. He's 19. I brought him through myself. In FM11, he's good. Philip Kiss, who is Slovakian, he was actually already at the club, but he was actually going to be a target of mine. I didn't know he was actually at Cardiff, but I was going through a few. I think I was going through like FM Scout and FM Base before, just to see if there was, I've missed any players, missed any good players that I can buy. He was actually on the list, but he's injured. But he's there anyway. I've also got Craig Conway, Earnshaw, Miller, and Parkin up front. So there's the four British front four of Earnshaw, Parkin, Miller, and Rhodes. So I think that will be good. But the problem with because this game is kind of rubbish, I by accident picked all these players to play in the reserves just 2 days. In fact, just like yesterday. So their conditions might be a little down. I don't know how on earth that happened. But as you can see, actually, no, the conditions, it's not too bad, actually. I'll show you me picking the team now, just to give you an idea. So we got Marshall in goal. Let's pick McNaughton. I realise, obviously, this is not perfect, but we'll do. We'll go with Darcy Blake at centre-back. And in fact, just for now, just so I'm making the right thing, I'll get my assistant, David Kerslake, is that? I'll let him pick the team. He's actually picked Rhodes, which is interesting. Let's just see how he's done that. I just wanted to make sure I'm doing it right, because it'll inevitably end in tears. I want to put Banton on the bench. I don't need another defender. Let's put Banton on, because we are away at Bloomfield Road, so we do need to go for it, I suppose. We've got Yeovil as well in the League Cup, which is coming up. I may do one for that as well. So they're pretty familiar with the 4-4-2. It is in regular formations I always do, the 4-4-2 and the asymmetrical 4-2-3-1. Let's take the workload down a bit now to high. And yeah, I think that will work, because it's only 5 subs. Very annoying in the Championship. And we have to give Rhodes a number. Let's give him the number 6. Because strikers love number 6, don't they? Anyway, let's have a look. I was actually going to go Blackpool, but again, the reason I picked Cardiff, this will allow us an explanation. I know some of you said, thought you were going to go Leeds, thought you were going to go Blackpool, I thought you were going to go Forest. Some people recommended me. Don't look like, well, they've got 2 Phillips, didn't know that. But let's see how we do anyway. I do need to set up everything, so forgive me if I just pause the game a sec. Let's give the fans something. The reason I picked Cardiff was, I didn't. Well, yeah, I picked Cardiff because I knew most of the players. And, sorry, excuse me one second, I'll just do this. I can't talk and do it at the same time. Where is it? 2D Classic. There we go, speed it up a bit. And I think that, needs to go back there. Just have to speed it up a touch. I think I might just speed it up just one more notch. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, basically the reason why I picked Cardiff, as I say, was because I knew the players, and also we have great players like Peter Whittingham in there, as you saw. But also, I went to Leeds originally. That's because I mentioned, as I said, I was going to do Leeds. But I went to them, and their sort of style didn't really fit me, sort of. And if you let me explain, it was they had 3 players already on loan. Now, I like to bring in players on loan. Now, I realise that's a bit hypocritical of me because I haven't brought any on loan at Cardiff. But they kind of ruin plans because I always want that freedom of bringing in players on loan. Now, I know I can send them home, send them back to the clubs. But I was like, well, what if I can't buy any players? But I had players anyway, so I what I mean. It's kind of like I'm down a couple of players there. So, I was a bit unsure what to do, and the transfer budget wasn't very good. The wage budget wasn't very good. They've got good finances, but they wouldn't give me anything. And I just didn't feel right there. It just didn't feel right. But Cardiff does, and I know what I'm doing with Cardiff. I've gotten them to the Premier League before. I feel confident I can do it again with this, in fact, better team. So we'll see how this one goes. Whoa, Marshall! Whoa, what's happened to the keeper? Deary me. Well, so not the best start in the world, I'll admit, but then again, we always have mad starts, don't we? We're on at Blackpool, away. This is a very difficult game. A very, very difficult game to do. Well, certainly for your first. So, I'm saying, it is the first few games are just going to be me studying the team, see which ones are good, which ones are bad, how they fare and everything. And there's Don Cowie with an effort, not the greatest. So as well, if you do want to continue watching these will be daily. I will be doing these 1 a day. Please don't barrage me for 2. I just can't do 2 a day anymore, unless it's like a Friday or something. I will do make exceptions to that, or if I'm going to upload one of these. And the Soccer AM save. Oh, and it's gone in. And our Jordan Rhodes has a debut goal for us. The big number 6 there, and I think that is actually Anthony Gerrard playing against us of all players. That is very funny. I thought that might have been an own goal. That would have been very funny if it was. Was it? Let's have a look. Well, it came off the bar, I think, or off the post. But Rhodes with a back foot header, and he has a debut goal. Well, I don't know if any of you guys know. If you never heard of this guy. He is honestly an absolute beast. Oh my goodness me, that nearly deflected into the goal. The other day, I can't remember how, it was a few weeks ago now, he scored 4 for Huddersfield. He plays for Huddersfield. He scored 4 in one game in League. I think it was actually no, sorry, the Championship. Isn't it League One or the Championship? Huddersfield. I can't remember. I think they're the Championship. And yeah, he scored 4 in one game, which is damn impressive as it is. And I think he's got like, oh, what is it? I think it's 100 goals in 53 appearances or something completely mad. So, he's a good player, and I thought, you know what, I'd put my neck out for him, see how he does. And he's paid me well there because we have a goal. We have a goal inside the first half, inside the first 20 minutes, and I think now they're really going for it now, Blackpool, aren't they? But Kenny Miller, he's no slouch, he's a decent player as well. So I was happy, the strike force is a lot better in this one. And here's Rhodes again. What's he going to do this time? Oh, and Gerrard had to make clear that I think it was going wide, but never be too sure. Here's again more proof about throw-ins. How many players on this can take long, like Rory Delap's or Shotton style throw-ins? So many. Well, no, okay, Gunnarsson isn't. Is it the Gunnarsson whoever took that throw there? That wasn't necessarily Rory Delap, but it was a long throw. But yeah, the striking credentials in this team are far better than the ones in FM11. I really struggled to put a good striking pair in FM11. I think like at one point I had Jermaine Easter, who is just not good at all, and there's McNaughton with the yellow card. Jermaine Easter was not good. No, I mean, this is in the Premier League, by the way. So, you can imagine how well I did there. Jermaine Easter, who I think plays for like Bristol or someone now. And who else? I think I had some Italian guy who was absolutely awful. What was his name? I can't remember. It was he had like a very English name, but he was Italian. I think he was at Juventus and they didn't want him. And I bought him for like £1 million and he was awful. I can't remember who it was, but he was a crap player, so you don't need to know. It's not like I'm going to recommend him. But yeah, as I say, he was rubbish, and I think I had one other player. For those wondering about Billy Sharp, as you know, I rave on about Billy Sharp all the time. I can't buy him at the moment. They are, Doncaster are being very, very resilient. Are not selling him. I put a bid in at £2 million. Did not want him. And there's nothing I can do. I have only got a budget. As I said, at the time I've got a budget of £2.5 million after selling Gerrard, and I could not get him. They just would not let up. And I tried for Shabalabala, whatever the hell his name is, and I still couldn't get him. So, I think they've just hit the bar. So yeah, I'm going to wait out until January. This is what I would say and do now. Wait till January, and you will see, because Doncaster usually, I don't think every time. Oh, and there was that. I don't know. I'm not too sure on the pronunciation of this guy's name. Is it? How do you say it? Gipez? I don't understand how you say his name, but yeah, they came close there. But what was I saying? Yeah, wait until Doncaster. They will get into a relegation fight. They will inevitably go down the table, and they get a bit financially screwed over, and the board eventually intervene with transfers. So, and you will find Billy Sharp will be near the top most of the time of the championship. So if you are a championship player, if you're going Cardiff or whatever, there's some advice. I'd say I'm pleased to keep this up. Yeah, I think they're doing well. Doing well so far. The conditions are lacking a bit. I think Rhodes hasn't got a ton of match fitness, but we're going to keep with it and hope that an away win against Blackpool, a very decent Blackpool team. I think the media prediction isn't that great, to be honest. I think it's like 13th, which, let's be honest, here isn't amazing. But considering they've just come down as well. But oh my God. Everyone was telling me to hang on to McNaughton. As far as I'm concerned, he looks awful at the moment. Well, I mean, the strikers do look a little bit isolated, but we are playing against a good defence here. Miller really hasn't done enough. I think Earnshaw, I could bring him on soon for Miller, but the defence is holding out at the moment. Here we go. Let's see what Kenny Miller can do, because I know he's getting on a bit. As I was saying, he's getting on a bit now, but he still should have a little bit of pace in him. I do remember him for Celtic and Rangers, and he was pretty good. I think at one point I did say Maybe Liverpool should sign him, but I don't think he was ever going to be good enough. Better than Andy Carroll, anyway. Or just now, he bet he scored a hat-trick against Newcastle or something, because this has been recorded before the Newcastle game. I just want to try and stock as many games as I can, so, I've always got a video to upload. Here we go, Matt Phillips. Save from Marshall. He's a decent keeper, David Marshall. Not going to be bothering signing anyone else. I've got Tom Heaton on the bench as well, who's a half-decent keeper. Going to make some changes now. Let's see what Whittingham can do here. Come on, Miller, do something with it. Put the ball in the box, do something with it. Doesn't seem to be come on, do something with it. Not that. This is what you do. You just kind of will them on. I might have to take Rhodes off, to be honest. I'm going to take Miller off first for Earnshaw, but I think I will give Rhodes another 5 and then take him off. We're still in the half, though. I'm not going to change anything, in terms of instructions. Don't need to, they've done fine. Blackpool really haven't offered a massive amount. They've been threatening, but not horrifically threatening. That's okay, I've given 10 minutes. Or 15 minutes as it is now, and Naylor's injured. To be honest, I take him off, he's done well. But I do need to take someone off now. Just throw him into midfield. No, need to go like a 4-5-1, I think. I need to take Naylor off as well. Sorry, I shouldn't be holding my hand over my face. Let's see, I can't. I'm trying to put him in. There you go. Let's try that. Okay, we've got a 4-5-1 now. We've got this sort of control over the midfield. Let's see if has anyone a defensive midfield. Darcy Blake is at centre back, isn't he? No, he's not. Where is he? Oh, actually, no, he can go defensive midfield. It's better. That'll work. That will work. Okay. So what can we do here now? Here's Peter Whittingham. Last 5 minutes. Can we hold out for a draw? Oh, and Matt Gilk spilt that. Where was Earnshaw? What am I talking about? Where was on the field? No one there to pick that one up. McNaughton's not done very well for me at all. I mean, I'm sure he's a good player. I heard his name in real life, but I don't. Why are we not looking at the fucking pitch? Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, there you go. It's a good cross. Earnshaw offside. That was a really good cross off McNaughton. The first good thing he's done all day, but it's not going to count. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, go to the pitch. Stop defaulting. Christ. You annoying thing. Really? Was he offside? There's no like little lines coming up or anything there to suggest he was. So we're going to hold out. Oh, there's 30 seconds to go. We have a corner to finish off. Oh, where's Gagpez going? He went the other way. Oh, and Banton there at the end on the pretty much on the penalty spot there. They've got 10 seconds to go. Can they get something forward? It's still in their half. That should be it now. That really should be it. And it is. That is a good win. Away win. Top class performance. And a good start to my reign. As you can see, body language not great, but that will improve over time, I hope. For those wondering about, whether this will be much of a challenge or not, I think it will. I think there's a good balance here. As I say, it's a good balance of entertainment, but challenge, and bringing in Jordan Rhodes there is a good one. And don't do the conferences anymore. It really is the same thing over and over again. So, yeah, that's a good start for us then. Okay, we've got Yeovil at away next. I think I will record that as well, since there isn't exactly a lot else I can do in terms of the league. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you will enjoy this Cardiff team and series. And apart from that, I will see you next time. Goodbye.